Hi guys, for those of you that are new to following me, then welcome. For those of you that already follow me on Instagram and have followed me onto YouTube, welcome back. This is your weekly general reading commencing on Monday, the 4th of January until Friday, the 8th of January, 2021. Please note that the energies are interchangeable. They are not gender specific. Please take what resonates and discard the rest. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can find all of the details linked below in the description box. So we are officially in 2021. Happy New Year to those of you. Well, all of you, because I haven't spoken to anyone in a while. So thank you so much for your patience in waiting for me to churn out some new content. I'm really excited about this year, and I'm really excited about continuing to do all of these readings for you and some of the new projects that I'm going to be involved in. But without further hesitation, let's get straight into your reading. So I'm going to be using the Modern Witch Tarot deck by Lisa Sterle, and I will also be using the Elemental Oracle deck by Stacey DeMarco. So these have already been shuffled and selected, so we are really going to get into this. Let's start off with the bottom of the deck energy, which is the Eight of Pentacles. Now, the Eight of Pentacles is a card that talks about a focus on taking action towards what it is that you want. It's talking about craftsmanship. It's talking about mastery. There is definitely a focus on hard work. There is definitely a focus on being able to manifest money at the moment. I do feel that for some of you, you're actually focusing on developing a new business or a new project. For some of you, I do feel that this is going to be something that is a new skill or a new talent that you are coming into. This could even indicate a service that you may be providing. I do feel like this is going to be something that is going to be an online business as well, but something that is going to create a lot of growth, financial stability and prosperity for you, because 8 is really the number of abundance, and Pentacles deals with stability, and it deals with earth element. So we're talking about security financially and security within yourself. So this is absolutely beautiful. What a nice way to kick off this reading. So we're going to start off with Monday. So for Monday, we have the Sun. The Sun is an absolutely beautiful card, and when it appears in any reading, it really does amplify the energy. The Sun is talking about some form of happiness, prosperity, some sort of success that you're going to be enjoying on Monday. I do feel that this is an indication that there will be some sort of focus on your development of your business or your skill or a new career that you're working towards, and I do feel that it's going to be going swimmingly well for you. I also feel that the Sun is talking about more of a focus and an introspection on what it is that you want. I feel like you're stepping into who you are, and now there is a focus on what it is that you want, and you're not compromising. I do feel that the Sun, when I see it, is not just talking about yourself or your goals, but it's also talking about this energy of creating something absolutely new. So I do feel that whatever it is that you're currently focused on is going to bring you success and prosperity. I do feel that with this creative energy, there is going to be a focus for some of you on creating a new product, creating a new service, possibly working within design, possibly working within art or music or literature. It could be that you're using your skills and your talents to be able to design something, to be able to market it online, which is what I feel. I feel like for some of you, you may be creating some sort of, for those of you that are spiritually inclined, I do feel like some of you are going to be creating your own, possibly a deck. I do feel that energy of creating a deck or possibly creating an ebook. So this is absolutely beautiful. What confirms the energy of the Sun is the King of Pentacles, and the Sun confirming the King of Pentacles represents the focus on yourself and your goals is going to create success. So whatever it is that you are investing your time, your energy and effort into on Monday is likely to bring you a very fruitful yield. So this means that you're either going to be enjoying either some sort of new position. It might be that some of you may be receiving a promotion. It might be that for some of you, you're actually receiving a confirmation of investment. It may be that your product or your service that you're creating is already starting to sort of galvanize the amount of support that it needs. So it could represent an influx of custom and you actually making money from the product or service that you are creating. So this is absolutely beautiful. But notice that when we're dealing with the energy of Pentacles, we're dealing with stability and security. And what's really interesting is that we're going to be seeing in this year and beyond that everything that you invest your time, energy, and effort into, as long as you are devoted and dedicated, it will flourish and it will create long-term security. So this is absolutely beautiful. So we're going to look at the energy for Tuesday. For Tuesday, I'm seeing the star, which represents the energy of Aquarius, and we will be entering the season of Aquarius around about the 21st or the 22nd of January this year. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. So when we're looking at the star, we're looking at the energy of innovation. We're looking at complete change, moving in a new direction, releasing yourself from old ways of thinking in order to embrace new creative prospects, new creative endeavors, new creative paths. I do feel like this energy right here is talking about the fact that you are using your skill or your talent to create something new so that your business or your career can flourish and thrive. I also feel like with the Star card, it's representing an influx of new ideas. So there is a new way of you being able to maneuver or manage your business. I do feel that some of you are going to be using a lot more technology within the context of work or context of your business in order to be able to cope with situations that were potentially unheard of when there was a lot more customer facing or a lot more customer interaction for those of you that actually applies to. So this is absolutely beautiful. I do feel this energy of being quite visionary, being quite creative, having new ways of doing things, coming up with new strategies, coming up with a new pathway. And what's confirming this is the energy of death, which is scorpionic energy. So when we're looking at this card, the zodiac sign of Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. Plutonian energy deals very much with endings and beginnings, which confirms the star card because the star card is talking about freedom. It's talking about letting go of the old. And as we can see, this is symbolized by the water bearer actually pouring out her water jugs back into the ground, back into the earth for a new way of being able to do something. So this death card for me is definitely confirming that there is something new that's happening. There's an old ways of being able to run your business or old ways in which you used to maybe lead you within the direction of your career is changing in order for you to be able to use new ways, new methods. Definitely something to do with technology here. I do feel that with the Aquarian energy and the Scorpionic energy, there is definitely a focus on using your higher mind, but also using your subconscious mind in order to be able to bring forward these ideas. I do feel it's very much an inspirational type of energy that I'm getting from the star and the death card, which talks about a new way of doing things. A lot of people misunderstand the death card in tarot, and even though it can represent something that it can be quite sad for some, it's actually coming with a very optimistic tone because we can see that the sun is rising in the actual foreground, or sorry, the background of the card, which symbolizes the birth of something new. For me, this is also a confirmation of the sun, so it's beautiful. Let's have a look at the energy for Wednesday. So for Wednesday, I'm seeing that there is definitely a focus on creating a strategy. So I do feel like not necessarily creating a strategy. What I'm seeing with the Hermit card is it's more creating practical steps for a strategy. So you've gained a new way of doing something. You've got some sort of inspiration on a new idea, a new project, a new direction, a new form of technology. And now with the Hermit card, there is a need for you to go within and to be more introspective and use that Mercurial energy, because the Hermit represents Virgo, to be able to move in a new direction, to be able to create practical steps or action plans towards what it is that you are trying to create. I do feel that for some of you, this is again another nod that there is a use of technology or more of an increasing technology to be able to execute your plans, because the star deals with innovation and it does deal with technology. But notice within this card, which is the Hermit, we've also got the computer. Computers are used as a communication device, which is also a nod to air element energy and mercurial energy. So there is a focus here on creating practical steps. Okay, so we do have the Eight of Swords here. I do feel that with the Eight of Swords confirming the Hermit, it may be that you may feel quite restricted in what you are able to achieve, because the 8 represents wanting to take action to move forward. But with the swords, it does represent almost being caught in a state of paralysis by your thoughts, like not being able to figure out how to move forward. But what this card is talking about is that you need to change your perspective. Once you're able to change your perspective, you're able to see that the thoughts that are telling you that you may not be able to achieve something and do something is exactly that. It's thoughts, but it represents the fact that your thoughts can change, but it's your perspective that creates the outcomes that you want. So I do feel that there is a need here for you to remain quite calm, remain very positive, and understand that for every situation that you may every situation that may come, that you may have to deal with, there's always going to be some form of solution. But the solution starts from within with the Hermit card, and it also represents you needing to change your perspective in order to see what the bigger picture is. Okay, let's have a look at Thursday. So for Thursday, I'm definitely feeling like the Seven of Wands represents, for some of you, this represents feeling quite defensive, feeling like you're going through a little bit of a battle. I do feel that the 7 is talking about listening to your intuition, and the Wands is really about your heart space, because the Wands is dealing with that fire element, which deals with the things that give you the most amount of joy and happiness and passion. And it's about you understanding within, what is it that gives you the most amount of joy? What is it that you are passionate about? What is it that you are wanting to pursue? And there is a need here for you to refocus your attention. I don't necessarily feel like the 7 of Wands is talking about the fact that there is problems that necessarily surrounding you in terms of blockages. I feel like there is a need for you to make a decisive choice, and that there are plenty of options that are presented to you, but there is a need for you to select one in order to move forward. What confirms the 7 of Wands is the King of Wands, which is you feeling very empowered. This is, again, Leo energy here with the King of Wands. It's you feeling empowered, you asserting your power, asserting your authority, really taking control towards what you want and leading. So you're taking you're making a decision on Thursday in terms of what option or what course of action you want to take, and you are leading on this particular project or endeavor or course of business or new job. So I do feel that with the 2 kings appearing in this reading for the week, this is definitely nodding at gaining some form of new income or new way of doing things. So for some of you, this may be a business on top of your, say, a side business on top of your main business or your main job. So this is absolutely beautiful, because the king is quite an entrepreneurial king. So therefore, he has more than one way of being able to create the income that he desires. On Friday, let's have a look. We have the 4 of Swords, and the 4 of Swords here is really talking about taking a break, taking a moment to rest and to recuperate, not necessarily being caught up too much in your thoughts, like really focusing on what is it that you need to let go of or need to remove in order to create more space or more time or more capacity is what I'm seeing. I definitely feel like you're going to be doing some sort of problem solving with the 4 of Swords, because Swords is dealing with the thoughts, but the 4 deals with the stability and it deals with security. So it may be that with the way in which you're feeling at the moment, there's a need for you to sort of step back and reflect in order to move forward, so that you're gaining some form of clarity over a decision that needs to be made. And I do feel with the Three of Cups, you are going to be quite successful. I do feel like for some of you, this Four of Swords is problem solving, and the Three of Cups represents the success, or you being able to overcome a particular problem, or making a decision with a course of action, or selecting the correct solution for the obstacle that you may be facing, and actually overcoming it. Cups deals with your heart space as well, so it does deal with your emotions. It also deals with your intuition. And when we're looking at Three of Cups, we're dealing with community, we're dealing with a group of people, but we're also dealing with celebration and success, acknowledgement of an accolade. And the three is dealing with the birth of something new and growth. So for me, the Three of Cups is confirming not only the Sun and the Star and the Death card, but it's talking about community as well. And when we're looking at the Aquarian energy from the Star card, we're dealing with the 11th house, which is all to do with society and people. So a new or innovative way of doing something. I love it. Absolutely beautiful energy. So it looks like this is going to be quite an interesting week, and what a nice way to start it off. I will be closing out the reading using the elemental oracle, so bear with me whilst I shuffle. Okay, let's see. What is the advice for this week, please, Spirit? Okay, so we've got gravity, groundedness, whoa, okay, oh, that's a lot of cards. I'm not taking all of those. We have air, motion. Any more advice? So we have two more here. We've got magnetism, and we also have snow. I'm going to pull one more, and then we will get into these messages. Oh, it's dropped on the floor. And we have plants, growth. Okay, very interesting. Lovely advice. Bottom of the deck here, we have ice. It says purity. I do feel that you're going through a significant change or transformation here. The reason why I say that is the element of water is the only element that can also change its form or change its shape. So water going into ice, it then serves a different purpose. It becomes something new. So it represents transcending from one state to another state, either spiritually or emotionally. With the three, because obviously this is a 33, with the three, what I'm seeing is it's the birth of something new, but this is the birth of something new based on what it is that you want, based on your emotions, based on your heart space and your desire, but also based on your intentions. So your emotions and your intentions matching, you focusing on moving into a new direction. Purity. It's almost like the way I'm seeing the purity card, it's almost like clarity being given towards a new direction or the birth of something new. If we add 3 and 3 together, that gives us the number 6. 6 in astrology deals with the 6th house energy, which is to do with work. It's also to do with health. And it can also be to do with being of service. So dealing with, again, society, customer facing project or business. The other way I'm seeing 6 is it's the number that deals with harmony and balance. So the first card that we've got is groundedness and gravity. This card is talking about the need for you to ground your energy at this particular time. Any ideas that you may have, it's really a focus on you being able to create the practical steps in order to make it happen. It's not just enough to have the ideas, but you need to be able to come up with an actual solid action plan and being able to work towards those goals each and every single day. What's really beautiful about this card is it's talking about, again, transforming from one state to the other. We've got two butterflies. Butterflies symbolize change and transformation. So this is, again, the energy of rebirth that we get from the death card here. Also, the fact that this is talking about a choice or a decision that needs to be made about which direction you move towards, what it is that you want to manifest, what it is that you want to focus on building that's going to give you the growth that you want. And notice how we've got both Saturn and Jupiter right in the middle of the sort of solar system here. So we're having the expansion here, the expansion of ideas, the expansion of our consciousness, the fortune to support the new ideas that we want and what it is that we're trying to achieve at this time. Now, the next card that we have is we've got motion, and it says air, and it's really about us listening to the ideas that we are being given and using these ideas in order to create a forward movement towards it. What is it that we need to do to be able to create this idea and make this idea an actual reality? How do we make it physical? How do we make it tangible? And the reason why I say that is because we've got the number 22, and 2 is about choices and decisions. But if we add the 2s together, it represents 4, which is about stability and about security. And 22 is also the number of the master builder. So it's about understanding that any ideas that we have are likely to manifest as long as we take action towards it. The next card of advice is magnetism, which is talking about attraction. It's about understanding that the way in which we're going to be able to manifest what it is that we want is by using the laws of attraction, being able to go and use our mind space to be able to envision what it is that we are trying to create. For some of you, this is going to put a heavier focus on starting to incorporate more astrology into your daily lives, into your daily routines, into your practice. I definitely feel that there are more fortunate times than others, and I definitely feel like this is talking about a time of great fortune in which whatever you focus your energies on is what you are likely to manifest or what you are likely to attract. So really understand about how to keep your energy clean at this time, how to keep your energy focused on your goals in order to create that which you desire. The next card that we have, if I can pick it up, is snow, and it says silence. So this is about going into a headspace in which you are really meditating. You're really focused on listening to your intuition. What is your intuition guiding you to do at this time? You're only going to be able to connect with it. This is 34, so that's a number 7. You're only going to be able to connect with your higher self in moments where you are able to have peace and to have quiet and to have tranquility. Once you embrace the silence, you're going to find even more ideas that are going to come to you, which you're going to want to then write down and then start to create plans towards. So this is absolutely beautiful. When you have a moment, just take time to be able to go within and to note down everything that you see, feel, or think during your meditation. And actually, when you decode those notes, you'll find out that they're messages of guidance. With the plants card, it's talking about growth. So this is, again, something new. This is the birth of something new. If we add 1 and 9 together, that gives us the number 10. 10 can be reduced to 1 if we remove the 0, which represents a new beginning. There is definitely a new beginning for a lot of you. You're starting to understand that the seeds that you are able to sow this year are going to be ones that are likely to give you everything that you've always wanted: stability, security, abundance. Wherever you decide to put your time, your energy, and your effort is what you're going to see, and you're going to be able to reap these rewards, not necessarily immediately now, but later on, because the day you plant the seed is not the same day that you eat the fruit. So this is absolutely beautiful energy for this week. I hope that that has helped. I hope that that has resonated, and I will see you all again very soon. Have an amazing week. Take care. Bye.